QC Nationals 2017. This, the last game of day one of Quidditch Canada Nationals. Today, well, right now, we have Valhalla Quidditch facing off against Guelph University. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. This one's going to be exciting. It's going to be intense. It's going to be rough because these two teams, I mean, this is the closest thing to a real grudge match we've seen all day. Valhalla Quidditch and Guelph Quidditch have a bit of a history. They have a bit of a back and forth, and they've had the opportunity to face off against each other time and time again. And for the last few anyway, Guelph has come out on top. Particularly important is when Eastern Regionals happened. At Eastern Regionals, that was considered an upset, the time that Valhalla was taken out by Guelph University. Now, on the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to have Guelph, and on the right-hand side, you're going to have Valhalla. This is going to prove to be a very, very exciting game. My name is Mo Waja, and welcome to QC Nationals 2017. As you can see, we have both teams getting together in their collective huddles. We'll have the team captains on both sides, Denver Stains and Atomic Crow respectively, giving their teams that pump up, giving their teams that motivation to win. I mean, this is really clashing of titans in a very real way. At least it is to both of the teams here. These are two teams that have faced off against each other, and one hasn't necessarily proved to be the superior force as yet. I know for sure Valhalla is coming into this intense, they're coming into this ready, and they definitely want to take the W. Guelph, on the other hand, I'm sure wants to maintain the exact same, particularly as this will definitely be an important game in deciding how things pan out in day two. Very soon we're going to be hearing the cheers from both sides. As you might have noticed, I am, on this occasion, commentating alone. It's a bit lonely. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the dulcet tones of Suraj Singh here with me. Here's to you, Suraj. We miss you. We miss you on the live stream, buddy. I mean, it's just not the same, you know, standing here all by my lonesome with just the scorekeepers and timers for company. And and there's just, I mean, something about your presence, man, just makes this so much more special. I just had another person offer to perhaps replace you, but you're irreplaceable to me, Suraj. You're irreplaceable to me. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear that, but that was a call of Odin Owns You All by Valhalla. They are ready. They have made their strategy. They are getting ready to go. The starting lineup is beginning to file onto the field. You're getting hugs all around. This is definitely looking to be an intense matchup. Guelph, on the other hand, still strategizing, so getting ready. We're getting those few claps in. And it looks like Guelph's team is going to very soon be making their way onto the pitch. Just maybe a little cheering action first, and then we're good to go. In the meantime, Valhalla's starting lineup has made their way onto the pitch. So, I mean, what are we going to see from this game? Oh, this is the law of the jungle. There's the call from Guelph. But yeah, well, I mean, what are we going to see this game? We have two teams that drive hard and play very, very, very physically. I mean, it is highly likely, based upon Valhalla's past strategy, that we're going to look at a hard rush from a chaser such as Christos Caldas on Valhalla, rushing for that quaffle in the middle, looking to get an early dunk and to set the pace of the game. At the same time, we've seen a very, very physical play from Guelph in the past, which at times has resulted in them dominating the beater play. The question is, has Valhalla recalibrated? Are they ready to take on Guelph in a new and different location? I mean, at the very least, I can honestly say I think we will be seeing an unusual amount of aggression in this game. An absolutely unusual amount of aggression. All right, starting lineup seem to have filed on, getting some last instructions from the referees, making sure everybody has a broom. Once again, you have Valhalla Quidditch in the black and gold on the right-hand side of your screen, and on the left, you have Guelph Quidditch in the red and black. Roars from both sides. The answer to the call, are you ready?
I wasn't ready.
Oh, no, wait. That would be speaking captain number 42, Devin Dutt, with the false start on the Am I Ready? Making his way over. Fooling around in his bag a little bit. I hear he's missing a mouth guard. That would help. Don't worry, Devin. We'll just hang out. It's cool, man. It's all good. All right, and he's back on the pitch. This time, Valhalla, are you ready? Call from the referee. Triple checking the readiness of the teams. And that's brooms up. Hard rush towards center pitch. Christos Caldas, 32, picks up the quaffle right away, is stripped and beat by Guelph keeper number 777 and Guelph beater number 99 respectively. Guelph keeper 77 pushing through towards the hoop, taken down by Custers. Valhalla keeper number 18. Guelph retains possession of the quaffle, pitches it over the back of the hoops, picked up by Guelph chaser number 7 who posts and scores. First blood drawn by Guelph U. Guelph leading the scoreboard 10-0 off the top. We saw a hard, fast drive from Christos Caldas, number 32 on Valhalla Quidditch. Unfortunately stopped by a quick beat by Matthew McVeigh, number 99 on Guelph, and then stripped by keeper 777 on Guelph, allowing Guelph to score first. Valhalla in possession of the quaffle. Valhalla keeper number 18 passing across, almost intercepted, but retained by chaser number 22. Chaser number 22 beat, sent back to hoops. Guelph in possession of the quaffle. Guelph keeper number 777 in possession of the quaffle. Walking it slowly up the pitch in a strategy we've seen a few times today, waiting for his beaters to come up, waiting for his beaters to push into the opposing end. Quick handoff to chaser number 8 on Guelph, running it up the wings as their beater makes a lane. Pass across to keeper number 777. Keeper number 777 posts, glances off chaser 32, Christos Caldas, to land in the center hoop. That's another point for Guelph Quidditch. Scores now 20-0 for Guelph. Seeing some immediate frustration from the Valhalla side. Valhalla holding possession of bludger superiority and in possession of the quaffle. Chaser number 3. Corey, Mr. TTC Smithson, moving it up the pitch. Hassled by the Guelph chaser, driving up the middle. Dodges a bludger, locked up. Almost locked up by keeper number 777, but pushes through to score in the far left hoop. That is first goal scored by Valhalla. The score is now 10-20 in favor of Guelph. Guelph holding possession of the quaffle. Chaser number 76 holding possession of the quaffle. Chaser 76 waiting for Guelph keeper number 1 enter the pitch. Guelph keeper number 1 moving it up the pitch, waiting for his moment. Hassled by chaser number 32. Chaser number 32 makes a swipe, attempts, throws, and succeeds. That's another point to Guelph Quidditch. The score is 30-0 to Guelph. Turns out that score by Corey Smith and Mr. TTC, number 3 chaser for Valhalla, was disallowed. Score again is 30-0 to Guelph. We're seeing changes on both sides, taking advantage of a lack of beaters to drive towards the hoop. Jonathan Gola, chaser number 7, passes off to Devin Dutt, chaser number 42, passes back and resets to keeper Itana Crow, number 24 on Valhalla. Keeper number 24 Valhalla looking for an opportunity to bring the ball up. Passes chaser number 7, Jonathan Gola, passes back to chaser number 42, Devin Dutt. Some intense beater action right at the center as Devin Dutt pushes towards the hoop. Underhand pass to Valhalla's chaser, and that's a point for Valhalla. Underhand pass to chaser number 5 on Valhalla. Chase number 5, Jane Arnett, succeeds in posting up Valhalla's first allowed goal anyway, of the game. The score is now 30-10 to Guelph. We're seeing a lot of very, very fast and aggressive play on both sides of the game here. I mean, this is one of those games where it's very much back and forth, with both teams making hard drives towards the opposing end, and both beaters having a battle at every point at center court or in the opposing team's ends. Both beaters are more than willing to move up into the opposing team's end, take on the opposition, not only defend, but create those lanes that are absolutely necessary to drive the Quaffle home against two such intense defense lines as Valhalla and Guelph. And we saw that right there. A beater battle at the center before the beaters on Valhalla pushed up into the opposing end, creating a lane and creating an opportunity for keeper number 24 on Valhalla to make his way up and post a shot right through center hoop. Guelph looking to reset the score is now 30-20 for Valhalla. I mean, we're expecting a close game here with many goals scored back and forth on either side. Once again, Guelph running up both of their beaters. Guelph Chaser passes along the wing, makes the pass to number Infinity on Guelph. Number Infinity makes an attempted pass, does not connect. We have a whistle on the play. The play continues. Quaffle now retained by Guelph, number Infinity. Guelph, number Infinity running up the wing. Guelph keeper Infinity running up the wing. Pass across to Guelph Chaser, number 934. Looking for an opening, looking for an opportunity. Attempts a shot, misses wide of the net. The response, however, is good. The response goes through the far right hoop. Now we have a double whistle on the play. Double whistle on the play. We can see that things are getting heated already. Again, this is a grudge match, people. I mean, both of these teams have had the opportunity to face off against each other multiple times, and each time it's gotten rough. Speaking captain Devin Dutt, number 42, having a word with the ref, who gesticulates angrily. Bit of deliberation from the referees here regarding a play previous. If I were to guess, it would be Devin Dutt's low-key shove of that one Guelph Chaser. Still waiting on deliberation from the referees. So right now the score is 40-20 to Guelph. Guelph has so far succeeded in disrupting Valhalla's defense with hard drives and with very, very aggressive beater play, getting right up in there and beating out their chasers and driving right forward to be able to dunk those balls. Even the longer shots posted by the Guelph keepers and Guelph chasers have managed to connect. This is something that Valhalla is going to need to shut down far earlier, as we're seeing Guelph do to them. As Valhalla is moving up towards center pitch, Guelph is meeting them very, very early. Guelph is not only meeting them early, they're using very intelligent beater play to prevent Valhalla from getting those open lanes that they need to drive forward and score. Both of the goals that Valhalla has received so far have been hard fought, and they will likely continue to be hard fought for the remainder of the game. The refs seem to have reached a decision. That's a yellow card awarded to the Guelph Chaser. This may be Valhalla's opportunity. That's also a yellow card awarded to Chaser number 42 on Valhalla. Both teams now playing one chaser down. Quaffle possession goes to chaser number 4 on Guelph. Valhalla chaser Jonathan Gola getting ready to go. We've seen him being utilized quite effectively these last few games. He's gotten a lot of playing time recently. And that's a good thing. He's a man of many talents. Guelph chaser number 4 readying for the quaffle. Immediately drives, caught up, wrapped up by chaser number 7, Jonathan Golo, who dives on and smothers the quaffle, passing it back to keeper number 24, Itana Crow, who looks immediately for a sub. Quick beater battle action happening closer to the Guelph end. Right now we're coming in with Guelph retaining bludger superiority. Andrew Custers, keeper number 18 on Valhalla, has the quaffle. Custers immediately wrapped up and pushed back. Passes off to chaser number 10, Lyndon Evers on Valhalla, but we have a double whistle. Another set of deliberations taking place here. In the meantime, Guelph chaser number 36 and Valhalla chaser number 42 cooling their heels in the penalty box for a slide tackle and shove from behind, respectively. Bit of deliberation from the refs here at this stoppage of play. Valhalla beater Piotr Makuch making good use of the implement he has hanging from his waist. An item for all possibilities, be it wiping your hands, wiping your face, or preparing yourself for the next play. A useful tool which, if misused, could be detrimental. That's a yellow card awarded to chaser 934 on Valhalla for initiating a tackle after a player had already lost possession of the ball. This gives Valhalla a brief player advantage, even as Guelph chaser number 36 and Valhalla chaser number 42 prepare to re-enter play. Let's see if Valhalla is capable of capitalizing on that potential momentum. Players have remounted their brooms and are preparing to resume play. Quaffle possession is in the hands of keeper number 18, Andrew Custers on Valhalla, driving it up the wing, going around, attempted wrap by number Infinity, passes across to chaser 11 on Valhalla, attempts a goal called no good. Quaffle, on the other hand, returned to Guelph. Guelph keeper Infinity attempted goal. Okay. Goal does not connect.
We'll let you know.
Quaffle possession held by Valhalla. Keeper number 18, Andrew Custer. The score sitting at 30-20 for Guelph. Valhalla chaser number 10 with possession of the quaffle passes across, attempting to connect with chaser number 67 on Valhalla. Does not connect. Possession now held by Guelph. Everyone is out of the penalty box. Valhalla beaters reclaiming bludger superiority. Valhalla beater number 4 reclaiming bludger superiority and making her way back. And a double whistle is immediately called. Tensions are running high in this game. Tensions are running high. We hear shouts, we hear frustration, we hear yelling from both sides. Calls for one team, calls for the ref to ensure that they get the other team's penalty, and then calls that the penalty shouldn't even have happened from the player themselves. The emotions are definitely going to be at play in this game. It's not even necessarily going to be the team with the superior skill set, because the skills on these teams have historically been so evenly matched. It's going to come down to mental fortitude and the ability to maintain that stability in spite of a frustrating situation. We have a decision made by the refs. They seem to be awarding a blue card to beater number 4 on Valhalla. This puts Valhalla one beater down. With possession of the quaffle being held by Guelph. All right, Guelph holds possession of the quaffle, passes to keeper number 777. Keeper number 777 making his way up. The beaters are intense in the Valhalla end. Passes it up, posts it up, passes across to Guelph Chaser. Scored by Guelph Chaser number 23. In that situation, you had one beater down on Valhalla. Beater number 89, Piotr Makuch, trying to hold his own in a situation where both beaters were against him, and they managed to clear him out, giving them the opportunity to drive home and score. The score is now 40-20 for Guelph. Valhalla pushes up along the wings. Hard plays for bludger superiority and a goal, but unfortunately does not connect. Quaffle then reclaimed by newly appointed head coach Michael Howard, number 67 on Valhalla, coming at it from behind to put the goal through on the far left hoop. The score is now 40-30 to Guelph. Still a very, very, very close game. I mean, if I were to guess, I would say it's going to be, as it has in the past, it's going to be the snitch that decides how this game will end. We have some quick line changes on side Guelph. Guelph Chaser number 8 holding the quaffle. Guelph running 1.5 against the Valhalla beaters. Guelph Chaser number 23 tackled but passes across to Guelph Chaser number 8. Slapped down at the hoops. Smackdown at the hoops. Quaffle possession retained by Michael Howard, number 67 on Valhalla. Attempted wrap by Chaser number 23, unsuccessful. Beat down by beater number 6, Aaron McCready, as he passes across to keeper number 18 on Valhalla. Quaffle is still contested. Chaser number 71 attempted to get a handle on it, but it is eventually reclaimed by keeper number 777 on Guelph. But we have another double whistle on the play. I mean, it's significant. It's significant to know the number of these stoppages of play. The fact that each and every time we have the speaking captains making their way onto the pitch, because it's indicative of how high tensions are running. All right, that's a yellow card awarded to Guelph Chaser number 7, also known as Batman.
I kicked the bludger.
Unfortunately, he kicked the bludger, which, as we know, for chasers is not allowed. Bludger possession has been returned to Valhalla, giving them bludger superiority. Quaffle possession has also been returned to Valhalla number 71, who immediately resets to Valhalla Chaser number 10, who passes across to Valhalla Chaser number 67. 67 driving up the wing, looking to make a move, comes around the center, and stuffs it. Immediately stuffs it, tying up the game at 40-40 Valhalla to Guelph. As expected, a very, very close game here. Valhalla resetting on defense, holding bludger superiority. Guelph doing a quick shift change, retaining possession of the quaffle, preparing to make their way down the pitch. Guelph keeper number 1, Denver Staines, now holding possession of the quaffle. He's walking slowly, passes to chaser number 18 on Guelph, who passes back, resetting the quaffle. Guelph keeper looking for a line, pass it over to Chaser number 11. Chaser number 11 attempted wrap up by Chaser number 10. Beat out by beater number 6. Chaser number 10 holding the quaffle, pushes it through, and that's a goal! That is a goal by Chaser number 10, Lyndon Evers on Valhalla, giving Valhalla the lead for the first time this game, 50-40. Valhalla still holding possession of both bludgers as Guelph begins to make their way down the pitch. Now for the first time, Guelph is playing down by 1 point only, but it is a significant change in momentum nonetheless. Guelph keeper looking to make a move, held back at half by Chaser number 3 on Valhalla. Guelph keeper fakes, head fake, pump fake, passes across Chaser number X. Chaser number X makes an attempt on goal. Goal appears to be successful. There has been no whistle. It appears that the Chaser was, I believe, beat before the throw, which means no goal. The score remains 50-40 in favor of Valhalla. Attempted beat of Chaser number 32. Attempted beat of Chaser number 32 misses. Chaser number 32 moves for the dunk. There appears to be a contest with regards to the success of that goal. Bit of a conversation happening regarding the validity of that goal. We're at 11 minutes and 45 seconds. Questions as to the goal? The goal is called good. The score is now 60-40 in favor of Valhalla. Valhalla will absolutely need to take advantage of this momentum if they are looking to take the W here. 2 points ahead is not nearly enough to call this definitive or call this game in any real direction. We've seen Guelph come back from worse before. All right, that's Guelph keeper moving the Quaffle into Valhalla zone, protected by his beater. Beater tapping out the point chaser, wrapped up, attempted wrap by the Valhalla keeper. He moves around, ducks 3 players and scores in the far left hoop. Do we have another double whistle? There appears to be a question about this goal as well. Questions regarding the validity of this goal. Another double whistle on the play. I mean, this is one of the things that can be frustrating for all you viewers out there. Watching a game that necessarily, because of the number of elements interacting, needs to stop every now and then, needs to stop and recalibrate. It appears, however, that goal was good, and the score is now 60-50 in favor of Valhalla. Again, this can turn around in an instant. All right, we once again have a bit of a shift change on Valhalla. Quaffle is in the possession of keeper number 24. Keeper number 24 moving it up. Valhalla using its beaters very, very aggressively right up in the Guelph end, looking to make a lane, and that lane appears to be successful. With Guelph beater number 42 successfully, Guelph chaser number 42, Devin Dunn, successfully scoring the goal. In the meantime, in the Valhalla end, battles over possession of the Bludgers appear to have resulted in Bludger superiority turning over in favor of Guelph. Valhalla beater number 11, Alexander Sugar, sacrificing Bludger superiority to create that lane for Devin Dutt, chaser number 42 on Guelph. But I mean, Quaffle score goals, not Bludgers. So totally worthy sacrifice, I'm sure. Chaser number 934 with possession of the Quaffle from Guelph. Passes it over behind pass. Does not connect with chaser number 36 on Guelph. Quaffle is still contested, but then held by chaser number 42 on Valhalla. Passes it to chaser number 24. Passes it to chaser number 24. Chaser number 24. Keeper number 24, Tana Crow, slowly moving the Quaffle up the pitch, waiting for a reset, waiting for a shift change from his beaters. As always, directing the troops. Hard beats happening in the Guelph end, looking to make the move. Passes across to Valhalla chaser number 7, Jonathan Gola. Passes back to number 24, Tana Crow, Valhalla keeper. Looks to fake the pass, waiting for his beaters to clear lane from. Posts it over to Valhalla chaser number 42. Attempted beat unsuccessful, blasting the hoops, not the player, allowing Valhalla chaser number 42 to score. This puts the score at an interesting 80-50 to Valhalla. This means that if the snitch were to come on and be caught, right now, at this stage, they'd be tied up. We'd go into OT. Valhalla is definitely going to be wanting to take the opportunity to get themselves another point ahead, to get themselves out of snitch range. At the same time, Guelph needs to get themselves back in it, or they are absolutely going to be playing, as they are now, from a defensive position. We saw there a hard and almost desperate drive for the hoops in that moment, and it became a bit of a mess in the Valhalla end. Luckily, in the end, well, luckily for Valhalla, don't worry, I'm not biased at all. Luckily for Valhalla, in the end, it did not connect, and the score remains 80-50. Valhalla keeper number 24 responding immediately, using his beaters to clear up in the Guelph end and post an easy shot through the far right hoop. This brings Valhalla Quidditch out of snitch range. This brings them 90-50. Guelph is absolutely going to want to bring this back. Bring back at least a couple of goals if they want to take the W over Valhalla once again. Valhalla, on the other hand, is going to want to make sure that their defense is impregnable. Chaser number 24 in possession of the quaffle. Chaser number 24 on Guelph, passes across. Pass is intercepted and held by Valhalla Chaser number 21. Valhalla keeper number 24 in possession of the quaffle. Quick line change, passes to Valhalla Chaser number 67. Valhalla Chaser number 67 waiting for his team to recalibrate. Beginning his drive up the wing, not waiting for his beaters. Post behind to Valhalla Chaser number 10, who in the air, two-handed catch and drops the ball. All right, quaffle held by Guelph keeper. Guelph keeper in possession of the quaffle. Easy pass across to Guelph Chaser number 8. Immediate run up, hard, aggressive run out by Valhalla beater number 89. And we have the 10-second countdown for the snitch. The snitch is released with the quaffle in the Valhalla end. Attempted shot on hoop by Guelph Chaser number 7, intercepted, keeping the score at 90-50, keeping Valhalla out of snitch. Keeping Valhalla out of snitch range. The snitch is on the pitch. Now is when things get real. I mean, they've been pretty real so far. Now is when they get realer, extra real. Another shot on goal by Valhalla Chaser number 10 is called successful. That brings the score to 100-50 in favor of Valhalla. Valhalla is going to want to catch the snitch very, very quickly to end this game their favor. Everyone's tired. Emotions are running high. The day is almost over. Guelph, on the other hand, is going to need a very, very hard push to take this to the next level. You can see their entire team moving up the pitch, pushing to get those goals. Snitches are released. Number 3 on Valhalla and number 934 on Guelph, both driving towards the snitch. Now, in this situation, you're once again going to see a version of Seeker play where Guelph is going to be looking to prevent number 3 Seeker on Valhalla from getting that snitch. They want to delay the game. They want to give their side, Guelph's side, an opportunity to score some goals, to get them back in action. At the same time, Valhalla is going to want to win this as quickly as possible. They might have a lead right now, and a comfortable one, but that can change in a moment, especially as Guelph drives forward. On the quaffle side of the equation, bit of back and forth happening between the Valhalla and Guelph sides, but Valhalla retains possession, putting it in the hands of keeper number 18, Andrew Custers on Valhalla, who manages to drive it up and attempt to score. The goal, however, is called no good, keeping the score at 100-50 in favor of Valhalla. Guelph in possession of the quaffle. Guelph bringing the quaffle up around the side. Pops it over to Guelph Chaser. Guelph Chaser attempts the throw and scores. That is a goal for Guelph, bringing them one step closer to getting back within snitch range. The score is now 100-60 for Valhalla. Valhalla Chaser number 40 looking to respond immediately. Drives all the way to the hoops. Stopped and stumbled at the end. There's a scrum. Struggle for the quaffle in the Guelph end. In the meantime, in Seeker play, the beaters are holding things back in terms of the Seekers, beating out number 3, Corey Smithson on Valhalla, preventing him from making the necessary catch. We have a double whistle. The score right now is 100-60 for Valhalla, but that by no means takes Guelph out of the game. We've seen them come back from this side, this sort of point differential before. It's totally doable, especially with the hard, aggressive drives and strong defense that they're playing. They seem to have become a bit rattled, and understandably so, by the play that's taking place right now. This is a grudge match, and it's intense. It's intense. Emotions are running high. We've seen already the reactions of the player to calls being made. We've seen multiple stoppages of play on the pitch. we can see the intensity of the game wrapping up. And ladies and gents, this is just day one.
Okay, thank you.
As the referees deliberate, quick conversations, running water onto the pitch, making sure everyone can have a quick gulp, make sure to hydrate, get themselves ready. Play will start again very, very soon. The real question at play right now is, can Guelph hold back the Valhalla Seeker long enough to be able to take the next few points and score? And that job just got a little bit harder. It turns out that the goal was in fact good. So now the score is 110 to 60. Quidditch. It always keeps you guessing. I mean, there's one other team playing here, and that is the ref team. And often the ref team seems to be able to score and take away points at apparent whim. In this particular instance, that appears to have worked out in Valhalla's favor. I mean, this is the debate element to Quidditch, right? I mean, I was on a debate team when I was in university. As long as you can make a compelling enough argument, you can just change anyone's mind. And apparently that is significant when it comes to scorekeeping.
Thank you, Rachel.
Shout out to Rachel Malone for continuing to keep us updated on the changeable nature of the score. So the score right now is sitting at 110 to 60 for Valhalla. This is a bit of a longer break than usual. We can see the players taking the time to stretch out, to get themselves back in the game, to look for an opportunity, to take this opportunity to get a little bit of rest before things start up again. We can see the refs now beginning to have conversations with the other players, advise them on what's going to happen next. Again, here's the question that I guess we're going to be asking ourselves for this round of Quidditch. And that simply is, can Guelph hold off the Valhalla Seeker long enough to post up enough goals to get back in snitch range? On the other side of the equation, can Valhalla Seeker catch that snitch fast enough to end this now? And keeping in mind that we have day two that needs to happen, that we want to minimize any injuries and exhaustion that could happen, the speed of this snitch catch is going to be everything. Attempted goal up the wing by chaser number X on Guelph, stopped by a quick beat from Valhalla beater number 8, Sarah Bassiano, former captain of the U of T Centaurs. Oh, and that's another good beat from number 8, Sarah Bassiano, giving Seeker number 3, Corey System, a little bit of alone time with the snitch, a much needed alone time. And meanwhile, in Quaffle play, Guelph is moving the Quaffle up the pitch, or they were until the double whistle stopped play again. Not quite clear why it was called this time. Oh, and it's a potential snitch catch. Potential snitch catch. Potential snitch catch. Some discussion here. The snitch catch is called no good. That means play continues, and that's Guelph keeper moving the Quaffle up. Posts it behind, a little long, does not connect with chaser number 23. Meanwhile, in snitch play, Guelph still managing to hold back the Valhalla Seeker with a combination of their Seeker and a beater. Valhalla Seeker beat again and sent back to hoops. Quaffle possession has been returned to Valhalla. Valhalla keeper number 24 making his way up the pitch. Quick head fake, quick jukes. Oh, but Valhalla's Guelph chaser number X is following him. Bit of a messy handoff to Valhalla chaser number 32 as they make their way up the pitch. Meanwhile, in snitch play, Valhalla seeker number 3 pushing the snitch into the spectators as he attempts to grab the snitch and end the game as quickly as possible. Seeker beat out by the Guelph beater, who then attempts to beat out the Valhalla beater, only to have his ball deflected. Tyson Worrell, beater on Valhalla, a Jedi in his own right. Quaffle in possession of keeper number 777 on Guelph. Passes it across to the other side. Attempted to be received by Guelph chaser number 7, but a quick beat from Valhalla puts possession back in their hand. Snitch, in the meantime, casually sauntering about the pitch. Oh, and it looks like Valhalla has subbed in a new seeker. Jonathan Gola, seeker number 7 on Valhalla, being used to his full potential now as a seeker. Theoretically, Valhalla believes that the 2 to 3 feet of length that he has on those arms extra will allow him more success. And on the Quaffle side of the equation, Valhalla manages to make a strong play towards the hoops, now bringing the score to 120 to 60 in favor of Valhalla. You can hear the cheers, or you could hear the cheers, from the Valhalla sidelines. They are drawing energy from this as the sun truly comes out for the first time today. Guelph chaser looking to respond. Guelph chaser number X to the hard drive up the wing, but is beat out by Valhalla beater number 6, Aaron McCready. Quaffle possession now in the hands of number 24, keeper on Valhalla, who makes it an attempted pass, which is swatted down by the arm of the Guelph beater.
Snitch handicap!
First handicap!
That is a call for first handicap for the snitch.
Jared!
That's double whistle. So, that is a call for first handicap for the snitch.
Within 1.5 yards.
This means that the snitch needs to remain within 1.5 yards of midfield. Clearly, this snitch is just too skilled. He has managed to outwit both the Guelph and the Valhalla seekers. And with that, it appears that the snitch pants have suffered a casualty, needing them to be replaced. All right, so right now the score is 120 to 60 for Valhalla going into this next round. We've had a quick conversation on the Guelph side, and they're ready to get back in the game. We have the first handicap of the snitch, which means he has to stay within 1.5 yards of midfield. This is to make it a little bit easier for the seekers to make that snitch catch. Why the snitch hasn't been caught is twofold. One, the snitch has fancy feet. Two, Guelph has been doing a fantastic job of keeping the Valhalla seekers at bay. This has been done through a combination of their own seeker, pushing them back, getting in the way, preventing them from having time, and then on top of it, it has been the maneuvers of the Guelph beaters, beating out the seeker and preventing them from having alone time with the snitch. Valhalla seeker Jonathan Gola, number 7, drives hard towards the snitch with intensity, with authority, and that might be a catch. That might be the catch that ends the game. If that happens, that gives the W to Valhalla. Waiting for deliberation by the refs. Waiting for deliberation by the refs. Hope on the faces of the Valhalla Quidditch team. I mean, let's be real. They want this to be over. I think both teams in a way do. There's a whole nother day of play that still needs to happen. And this game is only going to get more intense with time. Refs having the deliberation. Refs having their conversation. If you'll notice, Custer's keeper number 18 on Valhalla. And the catch is good. The catch is good. That gives the win to Valhalla. Yes, I recognize I didn't finish talking about Custer's, but this is way more exciting. That makes the final score 150 to 60 in favor of Valhalla, giving them the W on day one. There you have it. That was day one of QC Nationals 2017 with a big matchup to end off the day, Valhalla Quidditch versus Guelph. We have seen some amazing, amazing play today from all teams involved. We've seen some upsets, we've seen surprises, we've seen fast breaks, we've seen some fantastic beating and stellar seeker play. Here at the end, we saw this grudge match end in favor of Valhalla, but that is just day one. Tomorrow, we will be back to finish off pool play and get into bracket play to see who will be the QC Nationals 2017 champions. My name is Mo Waja, and you stay classy, QC Nationals.